ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Nowadays, you get this whole thing about, oh, it's the season, holiday season, Christmas season. But why do we celebrate on the 25th of December? Why is Christmas on 25th of December? Let's find out.
But why is Christmas Day on December the 25th?
It's a midwinter solstice. It's a pagan festival that's been appropriated by Christianity.
There is a great deal of truth in that. There was Mithras. There are amazing things claimed about Mithras, and I'll read you some of them. He was a savior, Mithras, sent to earth to live as a mortal, through whom it was possible for sinners to be reborn into immortal life. He died for our sins,
familiar.
but
Where have
came
I
back
heard
to
that
life the
before?
following Sunday. He was born of a virgin on December the 25th in a manger or perhaps a cave, attended by shepherds, and became known as the light of the world. He had 12 disciples with whom he shared a last meal before dying. His devotees symbolically consumed the flesh and blood of him. Because Mithras was a sun god, he was worshipped on Sundays.
Is he a tribute band?
He's often depicted with a halo around his head. And Mithraists gave each other gifts on December the 25th. The leader of the religion was called the Papa, and their HQ was on Vatican Hill in Rome.
Now, that's really interesting because not only does it clearly show you that the 25th of December had nothing to do with Jesus, the son of Mary, peace and blessings be upon him, the great prophet of Allah. Rather, this was a pagan festival, and everything related to it has been taken from paganism, including the belief that God had a son, Sunday worship. A lot of what you hear, it's all there, giving gifts, all of that is pagan. But just to be fair, let's hear the Christian side of the argument. This is a very well-known Christian evangelical professor and teacher and preacher, Pat Robertson. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Friends who do not celebrate Christmas because they say December 25th is really a pagan holiday. While I agree that Jesus may not have been born on December 25th, he certainly was born as described in the Bible. How do I respond to them?
Well, in a sense, tell them they're right. You see, the winter solstice a couple of days later was the shortest day of the year, and the pagans had something called Saturnalia. And it was a time of lawlessness because all the laws were suspended. And people, a bunch of singers actually wandered the streets naked singing. And then they had orgies, sexual orgies. It was a mass thing. Well, when the Catholic Church came along in Italy, the Romans and others didn't want to give up their holidays. So they said, okay, we'll Christianize it. And so they said, okay, we'll say the birth of Jesus was the 25th of December. All this business about mistletoe, pagan. Christmas trees, pagan. Giving out gifts, pagan. Every bit of it is pagan. Every single bit of it is pagan. We've Christianized it all. Truth is, they're all pagan.
I don't know why he's laughing about it. That's kind of weird. But again, it clearly shows this is all paganism. The Christian rebuttal is, yes, this is all pagan. Look, if you're a monotheist, if you believe in God, if you're just a believer in God and you want to follow the truth, why would you want to celebrate something that you know is an idol-worshipping, pagan, Roman, something that clearly has nothing to do with Jesus, nothing to do with Moses or Abraham or Muhammad or any of the prophets, peace and blessings be upon all of them? Why not celebrate the way the prophets showed us? In Islam, we have Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Fitr, the way the prophets showed us. We don't have to bring paganism into religion. Leave paganism alone. Follow the monotheistic belief. Do not celebrate Christmas. This is a pagan festival. Muslims, this is shirk. You cannot celebrate idol-worshipping pagan festivals. You cannot greet on it. Christians, this has nothing to do with Jesus. He is not the reason for the season. This is idol-worshipping pagan festivals. Stay away from it, like the early followers of Jesus did. None of them followed this paganism. You see the Christian evangelical preachers admit that this is paganism. Stay away from it. Stay on monotheism. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
وعمل صالحا وقال إن